was privileged to be one of the business people that was part of that initiative. I think it started in, what, 2008? 2007. And obviously, there's been a lot of challenges in the economy since that started, but, I think it really was a great model with, the mayor saying, gee, we know we have some sectors in the economy, I think you referred to before, and I think at the time they were healthcare, hospitality, technology, and transportation related jobs that really there were needs and jobs available, and frankly there weren't, the right employees available who had the right training for those jobs, and I think there was a really good collaboration of bringing together a broad set of business leaders, but also those who were focused in those sectors. So, Larry Goodwin from Rush was a key part of that initiative, and people like Daniel Hamburger from DeVry, were involved. People who really had the ability to make an impact on those particular issues. So I think there's got to continue to be this really close collaboration between the business community and programs like the ones that Evelyn is referring to. And I'm really very pleased the way all those things are coming together under you and all those different pieces. It was interesting. I was actually getting interviewed today by someone from the Sun-Times, and they were tied into a different topic, and they were asking me, so, I hear there's these kind of different pieces, and where's the place that we go to find out? So I talked about your department, and I didn't give her your name, and I may go back to her and give her your name specifically, because I do think there isn't enough knowledge on kind of where's that one place that you go to find out where everything is. So I think bringing those things together is very important. One of the other things that's been put in place that we've been involved with here at Deloitte is something called Workforce 2.0 here in Chicago. That really recognizes organizations that are sort of exemplary learning organizations who really are focused on workforce development, and it is made up primarily of people who are in the business community. Again, I think the mayor is very involved and focused on, again, who are those organizations that are going to truly grow and develop their workforce for the future. And if you look at a place like Deloitte, we are basically all about people. We have clients and we have people, and if you walk around our offices, you'd see a few more tables and chairs like this and some computers, but really our greatest asset is people. So we are very focused on developing our people, and I think we recognized we are totally sort of revamping a lot of the things that we're doing around our various learning and development initiatives, using technology, using more virtual environments, looking at what we call a typical model, technical, industry, professional leadership training, and recognizing that our people need to have a good balance across all of those if they're going to be successful. So I think there's a lot of organizations that are doing things. I think one of the challenges here in this environment is how do we connect all the dots and make sure that we all kind of leverage what it is that we're trying to do. And particularly for those companies that are looking to hire from a diverse set of constituents, how do we connect the dots? So Laura Isles is here. You'll hear from her in a moment, who's our head of community relations. But we are trying to make sure we have a very diverse workforce here, and some of the programs to ensure that we have candidates who are diverse. We're actually going back into some of the high schools and working with CPS to help attract people that are going to be interested in accounting and finance and things that are important in the skill sets of people that we hire. So I wish I could say there's a silver bullet, but I think there's a lot of things that are happening that are good. I think the trick is just how do we connect the dots. Just one last thing, I do think for Chicago to be the place that we all want it to be going forward. I mean, I can't think of a more critical issue than having the most well-trained and well-developed workforce. And I was privileged to be part of Chicago 2016, and it was very disappointing when we didn't get the Olympic bid, and people have said, what's the one thing that people should rally around going forward? And this is a harder one to get people to rally around, but for me, if we could become the best workplace in America, we had the jobs, we attracted the best and brightest coming out of colleges, it would continue to be transformative for our city. So I can't think of a more important issue. They're all interrelated: job growth, workforce development. They all feed off each other, attracting the best and brightest. But if we want Chicago to continue to be the great city it is, I think it's something we have to continue to focus on. And again, very supportive of what Adeline and the mayor are doing with all these initiatives. So I'm sure I gave a longer answer than
No,
you
that was
wanted, but.
fabulous. And I'm sorry I put you on the spot,
That's
but
okay.
you could respond.
No problem. We're going to take some questions from the audience.